What truly motivates you to do something productive? Is it fame, fortune, the inner knowledge of a job well done? What is that one thing that every person needs in order to always do the thing? Better, faster, and feel great while doing it. Progress. It's something that everyone wants. Whether it's finishing a book, playing through your favorite game, improving a new skill, or developing a stronger relationship. Progress is the soul of every one of your goals, and with the right implementation, can be addictive. Progress is simply forward movement in a goal. In the late 90s, there were these two researchers, Teresa Amabile and Kramer, who asked what truly makes people feel motivated and creative at work. But they took a different approach relative to their time. Where most believed motivation came from external sources like affirmation, financial bonuses, higher titles, or recognition, Amabile and Kramer went to take a look under the hood to find out what it is that's happening inside a person for them to want to do more. And what they found changed how we see progress. They asked 238 professionals from 26 teams across 7 different companies, and they asked all who took part in this experiment to do one thing. Just fill out a short diary entry. And what they found in these journal entries, that on people's best days, they made progress on something that mattered. It didn't have to be huge success, but small steps in the right direction is enough to completely mold a person's outlook on life and their work. On the other hand, people's worst days, they suffered a delay, rejection, something blocking their progress, also known as a setback. In this entire series, where I'm focusing in on finding momentum in the midst of everyday chaos, this is probably the simplest yet most effective way to get the ball rolling. Progress has a brief and fast lifespan. It starts with action, to progress, to motivation, to more action, and more progress. Too often, people feel the urge to say, tomorrow, or I don't feel like it. They wait for the motivation to come, and yet it never seems to happen. And if there's one message I could ever give, it is always do the thing. Not because that'll make you successful and happy, but because it is the catalyst for greatness to begin. An object in motion stays in motion, and an object at rest stays at rest. Doing anything productive will be beneficial. Even finding out what you thought was a great idea turns out to be hot garbage. But now you know. You can move on and find the next thing. These small wins in life are not just something to make you feel positive. They drive the engine of motivation. They shape what Amabile called our inner work life, our emotions, perceptions, and motivation that influences how we perform each day. To take this one level further, with deeper analysis, they also found what helps and what hurts our sense of progress. 2 positive influences are catalysts and nourishers. Catalysts are structural supports like systems, checklists, and clear feedback, while nourishers are emotional supports like encouragement, trust, and respect. What are some positive influences in your daily life that help you always do the thing? In the experiment, they had people fill out a diary or journal entry. So here's a simple prompt that you can use to help find your catalysts and nourishers in your life. What small progress did I make today? What got in the way of progress? What was my setback? What's one step I can take tomorrow to keep moving forward? Remember, we want to start small. These should only be 1 to 3 sentence answers. When you start seeing progress, you'll want to keep that ball rolling. Track your wins, celebrate your progress, and eliminate setbacks. Success doesn't come from motivation. It comes from tiny moments that will always remind us to always do the thing.